Geometry, Chapter 3, Section 5, Constructing Parallel Lines. To construct a parallel line requires a compass and a straight edge. So when we're thinking about what we're going to do for constructing a parallel line, it's actually very similar to copying an angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this angle here. So I'm going to go through the same thought process. So I'm going to just pick a point. I'm just going to say a point there. That's where I'm going to make my line parallel. So I'm going to take my compass, point of rotation, and make an arc. I do that exact same arc up here. The key is the arc intercepts this line, and then approximately where I think it's going to intercept what's going to be this other line. Then I create my arc, my second arc. I put my point of rotation. I'm going to put my point of rotation here. So point of rotation there, and then note I'm going to get my compass so that's the same length, so it intercepts the arc and the line. Then I move it back up here, and I repeat. And then I go from the point to where the two arcs intercept, and I've created parallel lines. So let's go ahead, let's redo that. Let's recreate that. I'm going to create a line parallel to my first line. So I'm going to recreate this angle like this. So let's put a point here. That's where it's going to be. Recreate this arc. Notice again the arc intercepts both the lines. Arc intercepts approximately where I think both the lines will be. I then put my rotation point here. My rotation point is there, and then I extend out until my compass intercepts the line in the first arc. And then I repeat that step over here. And there we go. Going through the two interceptions of those arcs, I create my line, and I've got two parallel lines. So let's use this thought. Let's construct a parallelogram. Well, remember the basic principle of a parallelogram is that opposite sides are parallel. So basically all I need to do is create two parallel lines. I'm actually going to make my parallelogram just a little bit larger here. All right. I make an arc. Now, to make sure I can do this, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this line a little bit longer. I'm going to make it dotted. So you can see the dotted line extends above. And I'm going to do the same thing. What the dotted line represents is going to be the extension of the side if it was outside the parallelogram. So now, at the edge of the parallelogram, I'm going to recreate this line, this arc. Then I'll bring it down here. So I got to get it so it'll intersect the arc and the line, and there we go. Intersect the arc and line. Now I've got a line that intercepts, so it's parallel. So I now have two lines that are parallel. Now to create the last line, what I could do is actually a number of possibilities. One, I could create a line parallel to this line, here. I also could take the length of this segment and make it the length of that segment. I'm actually going to go with that option. It's actually a little bit easier, as I know with parallelograms, opposite sides, oh, looks like I can't do that option, because look, my compass doesn't extend that far. But what I could do is if I recreated that line, parallelograms have opposite segments, are congruent and parallel. But like I said, it looks like I made that line too long to be able to do that. So instead, what we'll do is we'll just recreate the angle here. So I'm going to recreate this angle over here, which is basically making parallel lines. I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing. I'm going to make parallel lines. So let's go ahead and let's do that. So I've already got, looks like we've got it right here already. We're doing the same thing, but this time I'm on this side. The reason I'm on this side is because, look, it intercepts that line. So I need to make sure I'm being consistent. So I'm intercepting that arc. Intercepting that arc. Connect them, and there we go. There is my parallelogram. Let's do a little bit of algebra review. Let's factor this problem. Now this is a little bit different, because you'll notice it's 2x squared. So I'm going to have 2x something, x something. I don't know what these somethings are, but I'm going to figure those out. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to factor that. Negative 15. Negative 15, so that's negative 1, 15, or 1, 15. Sorry, 1, negative 15. We also could do negative 3, 5, or 3, negative 5. Those are all the possibilities that negative 15 we can factor to. So now I got to consider, okay, I got to get this negative 7. But I'm timesing it by 2. So I have to think about this. 2 times negative 1 plus 15. Will that give me negative 7? No. How about negative 1 times negative 1 plus 2 times 15? No. I got to get some combination of 2 times a number, adding the other number will give me negative 7. 2 times 5 is 10 minus 3. That works. So I'm going to put the 5 here, because when I FOIL this, that's 2 times 5, and the negative 3 here. And there is the problem factored. Let's do another one. 3, so it's 3 times something, 3x times plus something or minus something, x something. Negative 24, let's factor that. So that's negative 124, 1 negative 24. We also will have negative 212, or 2 negative 12. 3 will go into that, so it's negative 3, 8, or 3 negative 8. 4 goes into it, so negative 4, 6, or 4 negative 6. So now I got to consider 3 times one of these plus the other will give me 6. 3 times one of those plus the other will give me 6. 3 times 4 is 12, minus 6 is 6. So this is going to be a plus 4 minus 6. Again, 3 times 4 is 12, and then I subtract the 6. And that's the end of this lesson.